Shalom, giving our praise to my Heavenly Father. His name is Yahweh by Yashem, Yahweh Shai by Yashem, Bakal Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and the others that were well. Peace, many salutations to you, brother that's toiling in his truth. Been doing research on just food and how much it's been manipulated for mass production. And, at times, I'm not gonna say I do it all the time. The last couple of days have been horrible for me, to be honest with you. But as of late, I've been trying to be conscious about what I eat. The fruits and things of that nature. And as you do research, as I've been doing research on food, and how much it's been altered, it just made me think of how much that we depend on this system in its entirety. And Esau Edom, wants it that way. That these massive, industries or companies that control your food, you know, uh, has a patent on everything that you eat, you consume, man. Wheat, soy, things of that nature. And this is only talking about food. Just thinking about just various medicines that we are accustomed to take here. That has a lot of additives that's detrimental to the body. And Esau Edom, purposely has the masses dumbed down, so that he can profit, severely off of the ignorance of the people. When you think about the average person, think about herbs and holistic foods. You know, they scoff at it. They prefer to have food. Well, not food, but medicine that they get from the convenience store or the store. You know what I'm saying? And that's a form. People don't realize that's a form of control. When you're working, 8 hours. Shoot, nowadays you gotta do overtime, right? 10 hours. You know what I'm saying? You're in traffic for average an hour a day, 30 minutes there, 30 minutes back. You know what I'm saying? I know that's how it is. Down here in Texas, the commute is far, and shoot, other places, man. The average person, spends 30 minutes, in the morning time in the car, 30 minutes back in the car, going back home in the car. And so once you get home, your family gets the worst of you, man. You done gave your 8 hours, or shoot, like we said, 10 hours, 12 hours to, you know, um, this damn company that you work for. And, you don't have time, quite frankly, or the resources to take care of yourself the way that you're supposed to, man. Not saying that you should just give up, your endeavors, which endeavors mean strong attempts, endeavors to take care of yourself, man. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you spend so much time working and toiling, and building somebody else's legacy that, they're used up. You look up and shoot, you know, years some pass by and you don't have anything significant to show for your hard work, but a 4K, hopefully some money saved back, put back, which the average person doesn't have, but $1,000 in their bank account. People are living check to check, just trying to make ends meet, and so within that rat race, that hamster wheel run, People aren't doing research on, or more, you start to see people, do research on, holistic things and just, unconventional, uh, you know, ways to make money and things of that nature. But let's just talk about the economy, income and things of that nature. We're not even talking about, uh, we're not even talking about these things, these other things you could be thinking of outside of, the norm of learning how to paint, of, learning, uh, different herbs that's edible in the field. You know what I'm saying? You know, learning how to build certain things. You know what I mean? Most people, they don't have the mindset to do that because they're running to pleasure. Or they're running to social media to receive it. Uh, endorphin drops. You know what I'm saying? If I'm saying that correctly, they're running to TV. To be amused. Because people, the average person is tired, man. We're tired. Shoot, the Saints. It says the Saints wore out. Um, but Esau Edom really uses time as, a tool against you, man. And the it takes a lot of discipline to get what you want here. To rise above, the norm in this walk of ours, or this period in life, man. And that's really by design. You know what I'm saying? In the ancient world, people, were way more intelligent because they had to do things by themselves. I think during the, agriculture era, people understood how to heal themselves from certain things. If you got a cold, if you got the flu, people understood certain herbs that you needed to take, and you didn't have to have you didn't have to go to a store per se to get these various ingredients. It's something that that was a remedy that was passed down. You know what I'm saying? That was updated via research and other you from books, or even just in your community. You know what I'm saying? And really, that's really science. Science means to know simply. You know, Esau Edom has taken the whole concept of science and made it, you know, a part of his lies or his witchcraft. Somebody think of science, they think of something that's irrefutable, or something that has to do with theories, and that usually people say they believe in science when they want to combat the whole the understanding of the concept of a God. You know what I'm saying? Well, these various people say they believe in science. They don't understand what true science is, because true science simply means to know. And the average person, they don't know how to cure themselves when they get sick. They run to various items and so-called doctors that really you know kills the immune system, man. You know what I'm saying? Destroys the immune system. And again, all this is by design. By design. You know, the Esau Edom hoards all the resources, and you know put you to work to harness these resources, or harness his enterprise, um, and leaves you living a very mediocre, and not really a mediocre, I wouldn't say mediocre life. 'Cause this is not even mediocre. It leaves you living a very subpar life, man. The things that we accept here is ridiculous. The obesity rate is like 80% here. Our kids, I'm talking about just speaking in general, the kids are dumbed down. Kids don't know anything, bro. Shoot, even ourselves, the jobs, we have to go to work. And that's something that's been bothering me lately. Like the fact that I don't have skills, to not have to work for somebody. Not saying, that I don't have, certain trades and things of that nature that I could go in business for myself, but, that would require, tens of thousands of dollars to make it to where I'd be, fine in this, in this uh, economic setting, and it's like, we're fighting for a sense of normacy. We're fighting for a sense of, just a little peace for 2 seconds. And we notice now arrest, but this is the average person, man. You know, and all this again is by design. You know, the people are very, very dumbed down here, man, and don't really know anything. We don't know how to work with our hands. You know, the average man doesn't know how to build anything. You know, build a house, which, in the ancient world, that was something that was in the norm. It was a norm for a man to get out there and to build a house. It's a norm for a man to have certain cattle and things of that nature, and live off the land. Think about it. Our forefather King David was a shepherd man. You know, so he understood. You know, the times of the days and where to take the cattle. What what if a cattle got if one of the sheep or one of the cattle got sick, how to take care of it. You know what I'm saying? We don't have that, man. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that, one, we don't have time, and two, we don't have resources. The resources, again, have been hoarded by Esau Edom. You know what I'm saying? So, it's, it's this is a life of um, neo. I would say neo slavery. You're working for a check. You know. Now, you have certain opportunities, and people have taken advantage of certain opportunities to better themselves and things of that nature. But averagely speaking, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen, especially for the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans. You know, people like to say that we're, like, in particular, the so-called Negro um, is lazy and things of that nature. But shoot, after during the Reconstruction era, post Civil War, Judah was making, had cities and things of that nature that was flourishing, not just, the famous Black Wall Street in Oklahoma, but there were several businesses like that. But Esau Edom literally destroyed those businesses, drove Jake out of that area, Judah out of that area. You know what I'm saying? So they could be in perpetual what subjugation. To be underneath, so basically underneath Esau Edom, man. And this is a testament that, this is not our rest. And also it shed lights on who the children of the Most High is. Because the curse that Adam has, you see that even today in the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, man. Everywhere I go, had the luxury of traveling this nation. Everywhere I go, man, they got Issachar or the Northern Tribe working like a mug on these construction sites and things of that nature. And some of these construction sites, man, they're not government owned. Okay, they're owned by, you know a particular company, or a person that has an LLC. You know what I'm saying? And I guarantee you that, the Northern Tribe, these cats are getting paid shillings, getting paid scraps. So a lot of these companies, what I'm saying, that are so that's supposed to be so gun ho Republican, they're allowing these people to come over here. Case in point, the whole influx of the immigrants, here in Texas, and also influx of the so-called Chinese. You know what I'm saying? Coming in with them. And there's a strong possibility, and I really do mean this, that uh, the American uh, countries allowing these people to come in because you had uh, these Moabites, these so-called Chinese, these Moabites coming in and making big investments and buying a lot of land. You know what I'm saying? I strongly believe that South Texas is going to look quite different in the near future. But they like to paint the picture that, you know, oh, these immigrants are coming over here and there's a red invasion when the American government has already sold out China, man. Well, the American government already sold out this place. It's all about money. You know what I'm saying? And again, saying all this to say this: they use our people, the Northern Tribe, as cheap labor and also a political scapegoat, man. So our people build so much but gain so little, bro. This is, really a curse that was, that we see that was given unto Adam, you know, and what we're dealing with now. You know what I'm saying? This is Genesis 3:17. And unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of the tree of which I commanded thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it. Cursed is the ground for thy sake, and sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of thy life. So you're gonna be toiling, be working this field. This is what we see going on now. You know, and man, with this knowledge, you really have to know how to be abound and know how to be abased, because this knowledge opens your minds up to how things are supposed to be. How the world's supposed to be governed, how the people are supposed to be governed, and to know all this stuff, teaching, doing these sit downs, you get such a spiritual high, man. It's a high. It's like, wow. Thwadi Hawashimi Shah had his knowledge, but you had to take your ass to work and go to work for somebody else, and just wait on the kingdom, dog. So you have to learn how to be a bound and a base too. And right now we're a base, man. It's accepting where you at. You know what I mean? Accepting that you're subject to payments, accepting that, you got this man ruling over you. The elite. I'm talking about the elite of the Edomite. I ain't talking about somebody who can you close the door, please? Close the door, baby. I'll come in here later. Thank you. See that? No time. You know what I'm saying? Trying to do a sit down, but look at that. Acting a damn fool. You know, it's like you scurrying around just to get a little time for yourself so you could do a sit down and hope that you're not interrupted, man. You know what I'm saying? Then your kids crying and shit, you know what I mean? You can't be the father that you would like to be because you try to do this work. Man, this takes research, man. Doing these sit downs and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? It takes research, you know? It takes research time, you know what I'm saying? A lot of things, man, to really just put it down. You know what I'm saying? And you got, all this stuff pulling at you. You know what I'm saying? It's you gotta work. This is the this is the curse of Adam, and we seen it being played out. You know what I'm saying? We come from the lineage of Adam. You know what I'm saying? We're Yashala, the prince of the power. You know what I'm saying? The curses of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter is reigning. And those curses we know them very intimately. It's bigger than, well, I ain't gonna say it's bigger than Deuteronomy 28:68 is a beautiful illustration, but all the other curses we see, running rampant throughout our so-called communities, throughout the nation of Israel, man. You know what I'm saying? And what's funny is actually trying to come out of this place, mentally or spiritually speaking, it takes, even with that, it takes effort. And when it's, let me get that scripture, you know, Micah 2 and 10. Micah 2 and 10 is when it says, matter of fact, I was quoting Revelation, Revelation, I want to say the 18th chapter, but that's going into our salvation. So Salaki about that. Truly apologize. But Micah 2 and 10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you with a destroy you even with a sort of destruction. So even coming out of this place takes effort. It takes effort, man. It takes effort. It takes it's all about that. Just trying to do a damn sit down, man. It's just like every time you try to do a sit down, them damn demons are jumping your kids, man. Jump on your old lady. They want to get loud. They want to stomp and shit. Every you're like, God damn, can I just serve the Lord, bro? I just want to serve the Lord, man. I know I got my motherfucking faults. I know I be making my goddamn mistakes. Can I serve the Lord, man? Shit. God damn, man. Every goddamn day, man. So even arising and departing from this place, you know what I'm saying? It takes so much effort when you do this research and things of that nature, you know, on on various things that's detrimental for you to consume, to watch, and things of that nature. Man, it's just it's very interesting, very intriguing, and it's very waste on your spirit, because you long for freedom. You know, you long for freedom. You long for to be able to just be righteous, to have the laws written in your inward parts where you don't have to go off, and also you have true governance. Right now we just mice. We running around, trying to scurry and get a piece of cheese. A piece of cheese. You know, so, an endorphin drop. You know what I'm saying? They don't add the woman in there. Oh my goodness, it's just nothing but sorrow, dog. That consumes you, man. And this definitely ain't our rest, man. This place is very polluted. You know, Psalms 127 and 2. It is vain for you to rise up early, to sit up late, to eat the bread of sorrows, for so he giveth his beloved sleep. That's right. It is vain to get up early. You gotta get up early every damn day. You gotta get up early. You know what I'm saying? You gotta sit up late. Hopefully, you get off on time. If not, shoot, you know, you gotta make a delivery. You gotta go here. You gotta go there. Then you get off. You gotta, you know, try to work out. Try to be a father. You know what I'm saying? The only good time on the day is doing the work. And then hopefully you can do the work. You don't have a family. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? Go to the damn uh, car. Feel like you out there me suffocating, dog. AC on, bro. You hope the AC ain't too loud. Breathing all hard and shit, man. It's just, man. It's just, it's a rat race, and it's by design. It's by design. So Edom has it to where, you know, you don't have control over resources, so you don't have real wealth. You have barter systems. You know what I'm saying? A Federal Reserve current, a note, a dollar. That ain't nothing but a barter system. It doesn't have any real bad value. The only reason it has value because they told us it had value. Real value is cattle, people. Those are commodities that actually make wealth. We don't. The average person doesn't have that, man. We don't have that. So you know, it's just a waiting game. We have to wait, do what we gotta do, be brotherly, stay out the way, and just wait on Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. So yeah, I pray it's edifying. It's like if I was rambling. Yes, this is somewhat of a rant. Um, just gotta keep fighting. So giving our praise to my Heavenly Father's name is Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. By some crocodiles, double on city apostle as well. Peace and me, salutation, brothers out there that's kicking this word. Hopes I was making sense like y'all. Forgive me if I was coming off as emotional. I'm just trying to keep it true. I'm just trying to do the work, man. All right, so shalom, man.